Hey there, my name is Amber Negron. I would like to share with you an idea of making a short adventure film modeled after the short story The Open Boat, written by Stephen Crane. It can help previous readers of the short story understand the true conditions of the lifeboat. The short story is set in one of the lifeboats of the sunken SS Commodore. Let's take a look at an excerpt from page 1. A tale intended to be after the fact, being the experience of 4 men sunk from the steamer Commodore. The protagonist, narrator, and author was a correspondent, which was in fact Stephen Crane himself. With him was a captain, the oiler Billy Higgins, and the funny, overweight cook. Let's take a look at the same page 1, another excerpt that describes these characters. The cook squatted in the bottom and looked with both eyes at the 6 inches of gunwale which separated him from the ocean. His sleeves were rolled over his fat forearms, and the 2 flaps of his unbuttoned vest dangled as he bent to bail out the boat. Often he said, "God, that was a narrow clip." After he remarked it, he invariably gazed eastward over the broken sea. The oiler, steering with one of the 2 oars in the boat, sometimes raised himself suddenly to keep clear of the water that swirled in over the stern. It was a thin little oar, and it seemed often ready to snap. The correspondent, pulling at the other oar, watched the waves and wondered why he was there. The injured captain, lying in the boat, was at this time buried in that profound dejection and indifference which comes temporarily even to the bravest of men. The men are trying to survive in a tiny 10-foot dinghy with tempestuous waves. This is an example of man versus nature conflict. Let's take a look at an excerpt of page 3. The little boat, lifted by each towering sea and splashed viciously by the crest, made progress in the absence of seaweed which was not apparent to those in her. She seemed just a wee little thing wallowing miraculously top up at the mercy of 5 oceans. Occasionally, a great spread of water like white flame swarmed into her. "Bail her, cook," said the captain serenely. "All right, Captain," said the cheerful cook. The story shows the seriousness of the situation and possibly the frail conditions of the dinghy. Throughout the story, the mood is dark and calm, yet suspenseful at some points. As the story progresses, the waves keep on getting inside the dinghy. Also, the lifeboat is already so full of water that an aggressive gesture can capsize it. Let's see what page 3 says about the conditions of the boat. The captain naturally wished to knock it away with the end of the heavy painter, but he did not dare do it, because anything resembling an emphatic gesture would have capsized this frightened boat. So, with his open hand, the captain gently and carefully waved the gull away. As the men get closer to a shore, they realize that it would be too dangerous to get to that shore. If they were to swim when the dinghy sank, it would be way too far, and the waves were very dangerous. The men were forced to turn back to the ocean and find another shore. Let's take a look at what this quote says from page 5 to 6. "Boys," he said swiftly, "she won't live 3 minutes more, and we're too far out to swim. Shall I take her to sea again, Captain?" "Yes, go ahead," said the captain. This oiler, by a series of quick miracles in fast and steady oarsmanship, turned the boat in the middle of the surf and took her safely to sea again. The men are already tired from rowing so much. Turning back and rowing to another shore has tired them even more. Even though the men were able to rest, whenever a person rowing would get tired, somebody else that was resting would trade places with the rower. Once they reached a shore closer to them, they decide to swim to the beach once the dinghy sinks. In the end, the captain resolves to steer the dinghy to a closer shore. The little boat can't stay afloat much longer, and the men are tired from continuously rowing, even though they have taken turns rowing and resting. Rowing so much for 30 hours in a 10-foot-long dinghy can make somebody pretty tired. See what an excerpt from page 11. What it has to say about this. "Now, boys," said the captain, "she's going to swamp sure. All we can do is to work her in as far as possible, and then when she swamps, pile out and scramble for the beach. Keep cool now, and don't jump until she swamps sure." The theme of this potential short film is that survival can be possible with teamwork. For example, as mentioned before, the men took turns rowing and resting so they could have enough energy to swim ashore, besides other things.